Firebase console. In this Firebase console, I have already created one project which is called product inventory. Yeah. This will be our project which is called product inventory. In this we will create a database which should be storing our data. First we have to add an app. Like this, we have to go to Android app and then we will give our app name here and then register app, and then it will ask you to download one Google services.json file which we will be adding in our code in this app. Here we will add our google.json code here, and then after registering we will create a database. I have already created a Firestore database in which we will have product details. In that product details have 4 products: mobiles, and then apple, and then bananas, and then water bottles. These are the 4 products which I have added earlier. And then we have to add a new product to this database via the Flutter project which I have already created. This will be main.dart page in which we will be adding a product into the Firestore database. Firstly, we have to do several changes in our YAML file and then other Gradle files. In this YAML file, we have to add firebase.core and then cloud Firestore. These two we should add to use our Firebase database as a backend, Firestore database as a backend. After adding these two, the project will be downloading the Firebase and Cloud Firestore database which we have imported in our Dart file. Here we will be importing Firebase _core.dart and then Cloud Firestore.dart. These two will be used to initialize our Firebase app, and then we will be using for collection reference and etc. I will come to it later. And then first we have to make changes in this build.gradle.kts, which will be, there will be 2 files. One will be in app underscore under src and then under this build.gradle. In this we have to add a plugin which will be given for that Google services, com.google.jms.google services, which we have downloaded earlier via our app. This is our Google services. And then after adding that, in that one we will give our ndk version as 27.0.120777973. After that, here the application id will be given for you, like com.example.product inventory underscore firebase, like that. And then after this we have to add the dependency here, dependency implementation, and then we will give the Firebase boom, like that. This will be also given in after that downloading that Google services. We have to add a dependency in our Gradle ITS KTS, and then after this in this other Gradle we have to add dependencies. The same, we have to add this class path to access that Google services file, com.google.jms Google services 4.4.1. and then after changing all these things, we will go back to our main.dart file. In this file we will create an form which will ask you your product name and then product quantity and then product price. In this, first I have initialized an Firebase, like I have initialized the Firebase in my project using firebase.initialize app, and then I have given a title for my project, product inventory, and then home page which should show products app class after opening my project. And then here I am using 3 controllers to save name and then quantity and then price. After these 3, I have to use a form key because we will be creating a form which should ask you name, quantity and price. I have created a form key also, and this status we will be using at the end to show data is saved successfully or not. And then we will use a collection reference, which we will be asking the collection name, like which we will be giving the collection name in the Firebase, like product details is the collection name which we have used in the Firebase. The product details will be stored in this collection, as you see. And then we'll come to this function later. This is the add product function, which we will be writing to add a product into the Firestore database. First, I have given a app bar, products info, and then some styling for that as a background color. And then I am giving a padding for the edge insects. And then after this, I have created a form, and then giving key as a key form key, which will be in a global key state. After this, I will be using a text form field to take the input of the data. This will show you a form field to enter the name of the product, like enter something in a text field. For this one, I have used a controller name controller, which will be storing the product name, and I have given some input decorations, like it will show an enter product name, etc., and also a border line. After that, we will be using a validator function to check whether the text field is full or not. If it is null or it's empty, it will show an error returning enter product name. After that, I have used another text form field in which we will be storing an quantity, which by using quantity controller, and then for the same I have used a validator function to check whether the input is null or not. After that too, I have used another text form field for taking the price as input, price, by using price controller to store the price of the product, and then it will check null or not by using validator function. After all this, I have used an elevated button and give some styles to that button. In that on pressed, it will call a function add product, and the name of the button will be saved the details. Let's go back to that function which we left. Yeah, this will be the function add product, in which first it will check the form is empty or not, like form is validate or not. After that, we will use add function to the products, like we will use add function to store in the database. Here it will store the name by using the name controller dot text, and then quantity and the price by using double dot parse and its text. And then we will clear the three text form fields, and if the data is stored successfully, it will throw an message data saved successfully on the screen. And then we will be using an expanded. This expanded will be used, like we can use this total space which is left over after this form. The total space which is left over of this form, it will be used by this expanded. In this expanded, we will be using a stream builder to get the snapshot. And this snapshots stream will be products.snapshots, like what are the products which will be adding will be shown under that. Like if first we will be writing an if condition, if the snapshot has any error, it will show error loading data. If the snapshot connection state, like if the connection state is waiting, like it's the product is loading and it's not giving the product, it will show an circular progress indicator, like it will show an loading symbol in the products. And I have used a records variable to store the products. If the records is empty, it will throw an error no products found. After that, finally I will be using a list view builder to show my output as a list. Here I have used item count records.length, and to show like the length of that items, length of that records will be the item count. And then the item builder, we will use index to show each product. Firstly, I will be using a return card, like card function, to return the each product and I will be using list tail. In that list tail, first the title will be the product name, and then it will show the product quantity and the price. This will be the full product, and I will show you how the application will work. Like here, this will be our product page. Like this will be the output. Here first we will give a product name, then the quantity will be 20, price of the products will be 60, like that. And then we have to click save data. Here it is stored books quantity 20, price 60. And then the every product, like every field is cleared successfully. And then here it is showing a data saved successfully message. And then we have to cross check it with our product like Firestore database. Yeah, it will be storing like this: name books, price 60, quantity 20. Like this we will be storing data from our product for like Flutter project. Here we will be giving the details, and it will be storing in our Flutter backend, Flutter database. Don't forget to change these functions like this. We should add class path in the build.gradle, and then in another build.gradle which will be available in our app, we should add the dependencies here, dependencies implementation com.firebase, and then we should add ndk version 27, this thing. And then we'll be giving a plugin id com.google.googlegms, like that. And then we have to add this file in this app, google services.json, which will be asking to download after registering the app in our database. It will show. Then we have to copy paste it in this app, and then our project will be done. This will be the output of our project. Here it will show the detail, what are the projects available in our database. Thank you.